that better?
I like it.
Nice. All right, sweet. You just make yourself at home, Nikki. Make yourself at home.
Feel
All right,
like it.
Before we get started, I'm gonna start with this guy. See what this thing tastes like. Oh man, here we go.
You guys ever smoke a cigar on the podcast?
I mean, yeah, but I don't really care for them.
I hate them too.
Tastes like fucking dirty socks, man.
Facts.
I
kind of blow. They kind of
All
make me nauseous too.
Yeah, a little head like up here. You know, it's like, yeah. All right, slowly. Did you use real slow?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. That one's smooth at all, man. Damn it. All right. We'll get him next time. All right, you guys ready to knock into this podcast?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Jameson on the Rocks podcast. Today I have with me two special friends of mine, Miss Nikki, Mr. Garrett. How we doing in here?
Doing great, Jameson.
Yeah, glad you guys could come in. This is your first time on. You've been on the show before.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to try your last name, but I'm scared I'm going to butcher it, man. How do you say it? It's a cool name, though.
Chiaramonte.
See, that's sick, dude. Where's that from? Like, what's the...
So, I always say it's Italian, but it's actually Sicilian. My dad gets pissy when I don't say it's Sicilian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a lot of pride going on. I don't know what the deal is.
Respect your roots.
Yeah, straight up.
I love it, though, man. Well, I'm glad you guys could come in. I was a little late to my own podcast. Sorry about that. You guys couldn't scare me, just for the record.
Yeah, man, you ended up scaring me. You came around that corner real quick.
What was the plan? Were you guys going to wait for me to come down the stairs?
Yeah.
We'll get them next time. All right, we'll get them next time.
Yeah, botched attempt.
Oh, yeah. Just wait for it.
Oh, next time? All right, we'll see. We'll see. But here's the thing. We plan on getting him in here for a Clear Mountain Entertainment episode, which we're still going to do, by the way. But
I'd love to.
We can talk about a little bit of it today because I am eager to get the word out on that.
Yeah, man.
As well as recap our very successful, at least self-proclaimed successful, Georgia Theater show this past Wednesday. Wanted to get this knocked out while the feeling's still fresh. You know what I mean? I like to catalog the moment because you only feel this for so long. Do you know what I mean? Like eventually it won't be a big deal to us.
Mm-hmm.
Like a year from now or 10 years from now, we'll see. But we can always listen back and be like, "Yo, that was dope." You know what I mean? So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna call some people in. Hope everybody listening has a good time. I don't know how we should kick off into it. I don't even have a plan. Do you guys have a plan for this?
Yeah, man, I've been planning this out for about a year now.
Been just waiting to get on here?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess we should just tell how we got the show, I guess. And then that'll kind of lead into, like, what the it felt like a lot of details, didn't it?
Oh, man.
Like,
So
we were talking on the phone, like, every day details, probably.
Man.
Yeah, I definitely called you, like, once or twice every day. I'm sure it got annoying.
And no. I like it because I'd rather do that than, like, text out 7 paragraphs. Like, oh, we should do this, and it doesn't make sense through text. But anyways, let's just give the detailed story on this whole show, which might be me talking alone for a minute, but you guys pipe in wherever you want, all right? So honestly, you guys might even know this, but this show goes back for me probably 2 years. Do you know Drew Beskin?
Yeah.
Okay, so Drew Beskin used to book at Georgia Theater, used to work there, and I got him to book me a rooftop show in March of like 2020, whatever year the COVID year was. We were booked on the roof, and he was like, "How many tickets do you guys think you can sell up there?" I was like, I don't know, 40. He's like, we'll see if we can get you guys up there. So he booked us, and then COVID happens in March, so it got canceled or whatever. So been working on this shit for 2 years, honestly. Been like, oh, fuck yeah, we're about to play the roof for 2 years. And luckily, I was able to be like to the booking guys, yo, I was booked here, and it got canceled. So that was one of the pitches that I used, which remind me to say something about the booking guy I want you guys to do this week, off air. Remind me, I have something to tell you guys. I'll write it down. It's important enough. And anyways, so when the time comes around again, we got a little steam going. The summertime's in the air. I'm like, all right, it's time to fucking do this rooftop thing, man. And I hit him up and, finally got him to respond probably after 6 emails or whatever. And I was just like thinking about openers. And I was like, man, who the fuck we should get? It was kind of you who suggested them, I think. It was. Because you said, and I quote, they rip as hard as everyday dogs, which is a huge compliment, by the way. And true, honestly. And I knew I wanted you guys because I just saw you guys at Clark's, and you guys are fucking sick, and you're just like new and like exciting and killing it. And it would work the flow of it, if that makes sense, because you guys aren't as much of like let's go crazy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like that worked out nicely. The bill wise, what do you guys think about the flow of the bill? Was perfect, I think.
Oh yeah, I think it was really nice because it started off. I think us were just very. Goofy.
Florida man, for those who don't know.
Yes, Florida man's just kind of goofy.
In a good way, though, like in a like purposeful way.
Yeah, like
you know what I mean?
Sometimes when the Beckers are tuning up, Allie will go up to the mic and she's like, "So, what does the DJ put on his pasta? Marinara," and like stuff like that. So it's just that goofiness and then that fun energy. And then, oh my gosh, like Ben playing the bass, just like in the skeleton
suit,
like
bro.
just keeping that fun energy, and then leading up to you guys with the ultimate energy is just like doing those little kick things and running around and hopping into the audience.
Yeah.
Just,
I feel like it was perfect. You know
what
I mean? Because like, you know, it just felt right. You know, like each person just got the crowd like more and more riled. Like it just built. You know, and I was glad everybody didn't laugh. That's one thing I get scared of is like, say the second band is the big pull or whatever. Which I think you guys honestly probably sold the most tickets out of anybody.
Yeah, power of the frat.
Yeah, power of it. Shout out the Fiji brothers. They're all great, and you as well, of course, and the promotion and all that stuff. But I was like, man, I hope they don't fucking leave. You know, and like. We always try to get out there as soon as you can after the second one. And like we're sitting there like I'm fucking ready. You were in there, I think, and the sound guy was like, "Hey, give me 5 to 10 minutes. I gotta take a piss." I was like, "Oh no, we're ready now." I was like, "Let's go." I was like, "People leave." You know, it's 11 o'clock on a Wednesday. You know, so but it ended up working nicely. One thing that Jeff Vernon pointed out to me, who we're gonna call later, by the way, you guys both know Jeff well.
Oh yeah.
He was like. I don't know why they didn't run the lights for you guys. I don't know if you noticed that. The lights weren't going nuts. And then when we started, they started doing them. I don't understand that. I don't know what the point is. Maybe they're trying to save us production cost. I know he mentioned that they didn't hire a monitor guy because they wanted to keep our costs low, which is respectable. So they had the guy running the board and doing the monitors. But I was like, well, damn, wish they'd run the lights. How'd you guys' pictures look? Did you shoot them too?
No, we
Carly,
didn't.
Yeah, Carly got hers.
Carly's awesome.
So we're still waiting on the pictures. But we got them.
Yeah, they've been taken.
They are there. So
have
hopefully...
you seen her portfolio? This Carly girl.
She shoots for what, the football team?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a few pics. She's talented.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at the portfolio. I was like, damn. Because you guys were just asking me if she could get in to shoot. I was like, damn, does she want to shoot us too? Because, you know, I just want everybody there to like get multiple angles kind of thing.
Yeah.
But how are you guys' pics looking? The Red Mile Road.
They're looking pretty good.
Yeah?
We're still working on getting those like 360 pictures and videos out. Man, I'm a huge fan of those. Like,
that's cool.
You get that kind of like globe effect.
Yeah.
It looks kind of cool.
Got like a sphere kind of.
Yeah. We bought this like mount, and it's like a little clamp, and we were thinking about like putting it on the top of like Ben's bass and getting like the globe effect where it's like he's at the top of the little globe and it's like the whole band behind him, or you know, it could be cool.
I didn't realize that you like, was it the moving it that adjusted it or your phone? I can't remember if you were adjusting it on your phone or it was how you moved it.
So yeah, you mainly kind of adjust it through the phone like application.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah,
that's that new GoPro, man. I got that old GoPro. I don't do that shit, man. I saw actually there was one picture in the group where like I was just like looking, there's nothing but like hands, and then like one little GoPro was sticking up. I feel like it was either you or your brother. It must have been you if your brother was taking the picture. But I thought that was funny as fuck because I was like there it is. He's right there.
I'm sure the people in the crowd are getting a little pissed.
Nah,
I have my
get over
hand
it, bro.
up there the whole time.
They've been to festivals before. They know how it is.
Yeah.
There'd be flags and shit, those kind of things. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it went. I'm trying to think of like how I could tell the story better because that was like the brief rundown of it. When did I start reaching out to you guys about this? Has it been 2 months? Feels like it's been a while.
February.
Month and a half, 2 months.
Which really isn't that long, but like for a show to promote it that long, I feel like it couldn't have gone better. Like we could not have done a better job promoting because this is like the dream promo team. It's honestly amazing that you don't have some sort of like company or like podcast, honestly.
Oh my gosh.
Like I don't know how long have you known Nikki?
Well, we met in our music business class. Kind of immediately became friends, honestly. Yeah. And honestly though, Nikki, like you probably know more people in the Athens music scene than anybody I know. It's kind of ridiculous. It might be time to start your own podcast.
That's what I'm saying. Like if anybody wants to do it, it could have been you. Like you should be doing it.
Man, I've thought about like starting a blog or something kind of like that, but
like journalism kind of stuff.
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
Vlog.
Like full on blog,
Okay,
and then like
gotcha.
photograph them and following artists and just kind of doing like concert reviews and stuff like that and album reviews.
You would kill at that too.
I think that would be fun.
It'd be great.
I've definitely like, if I have a capstone project for like my grad program, definitely gonna do that.
You should. And you get in a lot of shows for free, you know. Hey, I'm
yeah.
writing about you, put me on, and you go into a lot of shows. So I mean, might be a thought. I don't know. I could see it. Maybe she's got a place at the Clear Mountain, bro. You guys need to. I feel like this could be a thing though. Has he told you a lot about this?
Oh yeah.
Clear Mountain Entertainment. Give us a little rundown on this, just a quick, brief synopsis.
Yeah, man. So people are always asking me, and I guess at this point it's kind of shrouded in obscurity because like everybody's like, "What the hell are you actually doing with this thing?"
It feels like you're at the spot where you're not ready to go public with it, but like you're starting to like test the waters, right?
Right. We're kind of testing the waters. We're slowly trying to build a following on Instagram. Through the Instagram, that's how we're going to kind of spearhead our growth and our immediate kind of impact on the local community. So, we're hoping to kind of gain followers that want to know more about the music scene here in Athens, while simultaneously offering the services, so like artist management and then like audio visual production and soon event production. Classic City Jam. Keep your eyes peeled. It's coming soon. Locked in for August 27th, hopefully. So
locked in?
Yeah, I mean, at least with the Paloma manager, we got to get the bands figured out. But
that's a good lead.
I'd love to have both of you guys.
That'd be great. You know what I mean? Like having when does school start? August 22nd?
Yeah, something like
that's
that.
That's like the perfect fucking weekend. The first weekend of school.
Then right after like Rush is done and everyone can actually hang out again.
Oh, that would be a day to check, by the way, because I remember we were playing somewhere this fall. Nick was like, "Oh, I can't come," or something like, "Nobody can come tonight." And I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "That's tough for attendance." You know what I mean? Right. So, and when is that usually, Nikki? It'd be first week of school or second?
First week of school, and it ends like that Saturday. Usually.
Interesting. Good to know. Good to know. Well, yeah, I feel like you guys have a lot of potential. There's not really an entertainment company in Athens, is there, that does all in one kind of? Is there? I can't think of any. Can you?
So that was the original goal. We wanted to be real accessible to smaller bands here in Athens, and kind of provide these services in a cohesive way under one roof, to make it even easier for artists to be managed, get booked, create content, just all within the same company. Just so that they're not bouncing all over the place to get those different services.
Gotcha.
I feel like that's where we provide our value is combining everything in one.
Not having to outsource, kind of.
Correct.
That's interesting, dude. And I've seen it firsthand, at least the promotion and content side of it, and it's fucking impressive, dude. I'm really impressed.
I appreciate that.
The pictures, wait till you see these pictures. I'll show you after. They're fucking mean.
Shout out Xander, man.
Xander, that's the guy. So he's like your partner in this thing, right? You guys are. He's the content side. You're the management side.
Yep. Exactly.
Sweet. Well, that's gonna work nicely that you don't have to do everything, or like, and vice versa,
right?
Because without each other, it's just like he's a photographer, content creator, and you're your manager, right? You know what I mean? So together, I feel like there's room for an entertainment company in Athens. Is what I'm trying to say. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
We found that there's kind of this synergy between the two aspects of the company as well. Like, I'll be booking, gigs, and I'm like, all right, listen, like we have, photographer and videographer. If you guys want him, let me know. He's gonna be available to you whenever you want. So
if not, let me know either way.
And sometimes it'll start with Xander, getting a photo video gig, and then the band is like, oh, actually, like, can you get us more gigs after they start? Xander shoots for them.
Yeah.
So we kind of been bouncing off each other, and it's been working out pretty well.
I love that, dude. It kind of reminds me of like, I don't know how much you know about like event planning or like wedding planning. Like my sister plans weddings for a living. She's younger than me. She makes a ridiculous amount of money. Good for her, by the way. And she has the package, you know what I mean? Like she could do everything, you know what I mean? She pitches the wedding to him, and then she's like, do you want drone footage? I got this guy. Do you want a DJ? You got this guy. You need a band? You need this guy. Like you can offer everything through you know what I mean? And like all you need to do is kind of make a buzz around it, kind of like Tommy Troutland did with the studio thing. Kind of like, I hate to like podcast, you know what I mean? Like you build something around it to where it's like they just want to be a part of. Would it be CME?
Yep,
CME, right? Okay, sweet, dude. Yeah, I think that's a fucking great idea. And I've seen it, dude. You know how to promote shit. He's smart. He's calling me with all the kinds of ideas. I'm sure he's laying them on you too at school.
Yeah, man, I've been plotting some promotional schemes for sure.
Brainstorming, bro. What ideas did we have? We had the shirt idea. We had the poster giveaway. Did we do a poster giveaway?
Well, that was you, yeah.
That's you.
After. Okay. Yeah. Speaking of which, I have some for you guys. Don't forget. Don't forget. I got the sold out on it and the move downstairs.
I love that.
Yeah, those are all yours. And we had a ton of ideas that I was like, all right, should we announce this? Should we do that? Should we announce it sold out? That kind of stuff. And any in particular that stuck out to you is like, oh, that works. We're going to do it some more.
That ticket giveaway I thought was pretty successful. Helped build buzz, and people are going to be, once you give away the ticket, it's like just more people in the room.
Yeah, it's like
so it's
you get
worthwhile
excited about
know?
going. It's like, oh, I might win a ticket, and then you're like, damn, I still want to go. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, interesting. And the shirts, dude. Holy fuck!
Oh my
at the
gosh.
shirts. You got one on, don't you?
Yeah, I got one on right now,
Let
man.
the camera see them, baby. Is it too much to stand up? Look at these things. Look at these misprint shirts we got, baby. I need to go put mine on.
Man,
I meant to wear mine today.
mine's in my dryer.
No, let me grab mine. Hold on.
Cleaning it again.
Garrett's skipping the cords, man.
Got
That's clean, bro.
Man.
Oh, I worked like a whole 2 days after I eventually had to
Oh,
take it off.
same. I think I slept in it. No, I didn't. I almost did that.
Who was wearing them last night? Anybody
Oh my
know?
God. Yeah, I
Just
don't know
randos?
who it was.
That's
But
hype.
One of them was definitely my roommate. Shout out Carson Pitter.
maybe. But I was full on like, so we did the whole Sound of Millage thing last night.
How was that, by the way? Was it good?
Such a good time.
Yeah, it's packed out.
They killed it.
Man,
like-
I wanted to go.
Grand old time. I'll have to tell you more about it later.
Please,
but
please. We got time if you want to send it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't care.
So but afterwards, a few of my sisters were like, "Hey, we're gonna go to Silver, see Fun Room play like cover." I'm like, "Okay." So I'm there, having a good time in the front row, and then I look over to my left, and I'm like, "Man, that's a cool T-shirt." I'm like, "Holy shit,
That's me.
And I like grabbed onto them. I'm like, "Hey, look at that shirt.
Yeah.
That's me."
Like,
And then
cool,
it happened
dude.
again. Like some girl that I don't know
Yeah.
was wearing one on the porch. I was
Like, that's me right
Wow.
there.
That's so cool.
That's supposed
Yeah.
to be me.
Yeah, I'm the man. The one that looks like a crackhead.
I love it, man. I feel like we're gonna be seeing those for a while. I actually
Yeah.
went the day after. I wanted to go eat, or my mom wanted to go eat. She was in town. I was like, let's go somewhere downtown. I was like, man, I want to see somebody wearing a fucking shirt so bad. I didn't see any, but I was excited about it. And I feel like I'm going to, which is cool.
Oh yeah.
But something to be noted here, because like you said, they were gone by the time Florida Man was over.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
literally
crazy.
sold out by the time you guys finished up.
Which is wild. That's like a fuck ton of t-shirts. You know what I mean?
So it's funny. We were in class and like, I think it was when we figured out we were going to be actually doing the show. We were going over like merch stuff. And then right after Garrett like sent the text, like,
Yeah,
what if we
class
did?
got me all excited.
Yeah.
What if we did merch?
That's a useful class, man. Well,
Yeah.
the thing was, he said to me, he was like, or maybe we were like early in the process. We hadn't designed or anything. He was like, how many you want to do, man? 80 or 100? I was like, hold on. I was like, wait, you remember this?
Yeah, I got a little ahead of myself there.
No, I mean,
But we should have.
honestly, you know
But we
what I
should
mean?
have.
That's
Now
what I'm
looking
saying.
back on it, we should
Yeah,
have.
I was definitely like,
I
nah,
say 80
man, I
would
don't
have been
know.
like perfect.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude,
I can't believe they sold out,
that quick.
that quick.
Right?
Yeah.
Also, shout out Andrew Wright, master salesman.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude
He
was
was a
getting
nice
it
guy.
done.
My mom liked him. She was like, the guy that was working the merch booth was so nice. We talked the whole time. I got him a drink. I was like, yeah, nice kid. And what was the girl's name that designed him? Riley.
That last name is
I'll look her
tough.
up. I feel like giving her a shout out.
Karoglian.
She did a good job.
She did.
She had like a bunch of tests, I remember she said, and she still got it out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find it. Do you know her name is on Instagram?
It's like
I
with
think
a
it's just
K.
Riley Kiro something.
Was it? I think it has a B in it. Or
But
G? I
either
don't know.
way-
Has a P in it?
No. B or G?
Riley, Art by RK. Riley. Anybody know how to say that name? I'm
Alright,
sorry,
give it a
Riley.
try.
Anyways, what I'm trying to say is follow this girl. It's Riley, KEUROGLIAN Art. Good follow.
Maybe it's
And
like, I'm not even going to try it.
I don't want to butcher it.
Me
Do you
neither.
guys- I get weird about fucking people's names up. Like
Me
I've
too.
called, like when you call somebody the wrong name, that's like,
Like
one of the most
calling
embarrassing
Zala
things.
Zach.
Yeah, like 4 times on the show. Yeah, that was bad. I don't know if you watched that, but
That was so funny.
at least it was close.
Yes.
Not
I mean-
close at all, but
But there's like 2 Zachs in his
Yeah.
other band.
yeah, that's a tough one.
He's
He
the
was
only
nice
one that
though. He was
isn't.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
when we walked into sound check, Dallas was like, hey dude, just thanks for having us, man. I really appreciate it. You know, he's like kind of quiet, like always like nodding like this, like a lot of nods. I was like, anytime, man. I was like, you haven't played here? I figured he played there with somebody, Shameless James or
No.
somebody. This kid's a monster on the kit. So
Oh
you
my
know what I
gosh.
mean?
His
Yeah.
double kick is insane.
Yeah, that's so cool. I don't know anybody else that uses double kick in Athens. Your boy doesn't, does he? No, I don't think so. That's awesome. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is I've never done the whole like get a shirt printed because I honestly thought it was kind of risky. You know what I mean? Like you don't sell out. It's like, well, damn,
Yeah.
like we missed. You know?
Sunk costs, especially for
Yeah.
a single event like that.
Yeah.
Because you got your Jameson tank shirts, and
Yeah.
you can sell those over
Anytime.
time.
Yeah, totally.
But for this, you don't sell them all out at the event, it's like, all right, well, am I really gonna buy a T-shirt that I didn't even go to the event?
Yeah,
probably
and
not.
Tough luck getting rid of them the next day too. You know what I mean? Like unless it just goes amazing. And honestly, in most of our shows we played, I've never felt confident enough about the crowd to be like, oh, we need 60 shirts. You know what I mean?
Right.
But this one was finally one where it's like, oh, we did 200 tickets. I think we could sell 40 shirts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And good to know because I'm taking notes because like dude, I've been selling merch at every show for fucking like a year. We've been playing for a year. We've been playing 50 shows, probably 80 shows, and we've never done more than fucking 20, dude. So congratulations, good work. I almost wanted to send you your money back. So you did all the work on it, man.
Nah, it's all good. I wanted to share that with you guys. I mean,
I appreciate it.
You guys had a big part to play in that as well. So
it wasn't near as big as you, but good job.
And honestly, Riley, that design, if you're listening to this, was awesome.
It was dang.
Couldn't have hoped for anything better.
Oh yeah.
You know, the kind of wild, graphic in the back paired with the kind of simple lettering and kind of aesthetic, I felt like kind of worked out pretty well, and people seem to like it, I guess.
Yeah, apparently so. They were fucking getting rid of them quick. My guitar player Bryce was like, he's like, it fucking reminds me of Vietnam, man. Like it's sick. He's like, it looks like there's palm trees in the fucking tank and the red dirt. I was like, oh, okay, it is Vietnam.
Well, like Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, I love that movie.
My gosh, totally.
I was telling somebody about that movie yesterday. Somebody answered like a spam call. Do you know the scene where Tom Cruise answers that call? Do you know what I'm talking about in that movie?
Yeah.
He goes, take a step back and fuck your own face. I was like, bro, tell him that. He's like, I've never seen it. But anyway, sorry, I'm rambling. What I'm saying is the shirts thing, Bands in Athens, you might want to take notice of this. If you got a big event that's like, quality, like not a boar's head or like not a small show, but like something that's like a legitimate event, the 3 band shirts could sell money, which I've never done. Have you guys ever done it for anything?
Well, like combining the 3 logos?
Yeah.
No, I was kind of just thinking about how we could, make a shirt for the specific event rather than just, throwing our logos on the shirt.
Exactly.
And I was like, all right, what kind of like creative way can we incorporate all 3 logos? And frankly, it worked out perfectly because we had the road, we had the tank, and then we had the Florida Man crackhead hanging out the back. And I was like, all right, this is honestly like
an easy
kind of
pair.
perfect pairing.
Yeah. And that's interesting. It couldn't have worked better. And it makes it cooler too. Do you know what I mean? Especially because they say rooftop on them, which I think is fucking awesome. By the way, I think that's so sick.
Little Easter eggs throughout it, and then if you're a fan or like one of their friends, family, like just associated with that band in any way, it's like, oh my gosh, it makes you feel like you're a part of something bigger.
Yes,
and like it.
Exactly. And I don't know if you guys remember, the only other bands I've really seen do it is there was a Jester AFTM show at 40 Watt. You were probably there. Do you remember
this?
It was like way back. Like I'm talking like both of them weren't even on the cusp yet, I don't think.
That's before I was here, probably.
It probably was for real. It's probably the year before. And I don't know if you ever heard of Jester? They're way back kind of. They're good band. Anyways, they had like it was like the slash down the middle, and this half was Jester and this half was AFTM. And I'll never forget not buying one because I couldn't afford. Like it was $25 and it was 18. I didn't have any fucking money. And now I'm like, damn, I would fucking kill for that shirt. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my gosh,
I would kill for that because you had to be there to get one. It's cool. Both of them ended up doing really good. You know what I mean? Like that's just cool. So kind of like a little investment. It's like, man, I think these bands are cool. They might be sick one day. So if we see anybody wearing them, at least we know they were there. You know what I mean? No pre-sale. I love it. I'm excited about that. I think that's cool. I can't wait to see somebody wearing one. I'm definitely gonna just like spear tackle them when I see them. Like, bro,
it's an internal scream and
yeah,
maybe a little external too.
I guess so. Yeah, because the logo shirts, like even like my Jameson tank shirts, like they can be from whenever. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, okay, you got one sometime in the past 4 years, but this one's like, oh, I was fucking there. Sorry, I don't want to talk about the shirts too long, but I'm excited.
And
about
they were there because all of them sold out right then.
Oh, I love it.
And it's just so cool.
My band bros, they fucking funds were a little too tight to get when I was like, bros, y'all might regret this now. Come on now. We're gonna get them on the phone in a minute. I'm gonna give them some shit about it. But anyways, what else should we talk about the show? I mean, honestly, it couldn't have been a better story. And speaking of which, I pitched the story to a couple like Flagpole and Red and Black this week because like I feel like it'd be a great write. Like 3 local bands team up, sell at the rooftop, get moved downstairs, like fucking fairy tale, bro. Like couldn't be better story than that. You know what I mean?
Absolute success story.
So I'll let you guys know if they hit us back up.
Yeah,
I was like,
that'd be cool.
I was like, I can get you quotes from every band, quotes from every manager, quotes from everybody, and we'll see what they say. But what was you guys' favorite part about maybe like leading up to it per se? Anything in particular?
Oh man, I was just excited the whole way through. I mean, getting to know the both of you more during the process too was awesome. You guys are fucking great and just so talented.
Appreciate that. Back at you.
Appreciate it. But yeah, man, like you said earlier, like this was the promo dream team right here.
It really was.
We really made it work.
Yeah.
I was just so proud, and it was just great experience overall.
Yeah. Think about how many people have sold the rooftop, not sold it out, man. You know what I mean? Like people, like I don't know anybody selling the rooftop out like ever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I haven't heard of anybody except for Springhouse and AFTM selling it out. Like,
I think Wobble House did.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember
ago.
that. Yeah, they did 200. Yeah, good for them. But you know what I mean? Like you just don't hear about it. It's just it's hype, and like it was such a good look for us. I remember day one, we did 60 tickets, and and the guy from the theater messaged me. He's like, "Holy hell, dude! Y'all did 60 tickets today. Keep it up, man. Good work." He's like, "We usually do 60, total." I was like, "Word." And I mean, it seems like such a simple plan. I hope other bands can like take notice. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're listening, especially, like, here's your template. You know what I mean? Like, here is that's the formula. And I've been trying to tell everybody I can, like, prove you can sell tickets. You know what I mean? There's actually a funny clip of the Red Mile Road podcast that I'm gonna be posting this week, but they're like talking about it, and is it? His name on Instagram is Shaw Spitz. What's his full name? Okay, sweet. I thought it was that way. I didn't want to call him Shaw. All right. Anyways, and he's like, during it, he's like, "Man, we've been working really hard, and our goal is just to like play Georgia Theater downstairs before we graduate." He's like, "That's just what we've been working really hard on." And fucking the next thing I'm like, "Yeah, dude, just prove y'all can sell some tickets, and y'all be down there before you know it." Fucking 2 days later, got it done, man. I wish I had it on my phone, bro. I'd show you. But there's also a clip of Florida Man, Nikki and them. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen their episode, but
yeah, I was listening to it the other day, actually.
Her and Allie. Nikki's like, "If that ever happened, I would just pass out. Like I would just think I died and went to heaven." I was like, "Well, damn, we got it done." You know what I mean? Like, I hate to be dramatic about it, but it seems like a big deal. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, big time. Yeah, I actually have a funny story about that. So
tell me.
When I started managing Red Mile Road back in September, literally the first meeting we had, first 10 minutes, talking about, what we wanted to do, what their goals were. And I was really like, "All right, well, what are your goals? I'll tell you mine." And literally simultaneously we were like, "Play Georgia Theater before we graduate." And here we are. Yeah. And I was giving them a little pep talk before they went on, and I was like, "All right, boys, it's time to fucking reevaluate the goals." Got here a little sooner than expected.
We jumped a few ropes, man. I love it. That's hilarious. Nikki, do you remember that on your podcast? When we were like, there's this clip of you, and I'm gonna fucking post it on Instagram. Don't you worry, because it cracks me up. You're like, "Oh gosh, if downstairs ever happened, I'd just faint. I just don't think it'd be true. I just couldn't be true."
Well, it's funny because we were studying like just practicing presenting, which we both did today. For our artist management class.
It went good?
Nikki killed it.
It happened. Mine. Yeah, he did great.
Did fine.
He kept in the Macklemore quote, so.
Oh, no. That's essential.
I saw kids in the class cringing at that one.
No, I was cracking up. But no, so we were like practicing for that, and then he got it. He's like, "Oh, it's Jameson," and he answers it, and then his face just kind of was like, and I'm thinking, "Oh my God, it's canceled!" Like that blows.
Yeah. I really thought that was what we were going to say.
Yeah, because I mean, the show that night did get canceled.
They moved it.
Yeah,
you're right. They did cancel it.
Yeah, it was like full on canceled. I was like, "Dang, that's gonna happen. That sucks."
And this is the night before, right?
Oh yeah, like what 9 p.m. something. Like it's getting late.
Yeah.
And then so he's like, "Repeat that again. Put it on speaker." My first instinct was like to go into a split, and I like stopped myself because I'm like, that would be weird.
That'd be awesome.
But
I saw the gears turning. I was like, "What are you about to do right now? Something's gonna happen."
And then I just kind of like was like, "Wow."
Yeah. I heard you like weird. After you got off the phone, like I could hear you. We were on regular phone again. I could hear you like calling Allie or somebody like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe it," or something like that. The thing is, I knew before you guys probably a full day and a half. But I didn't want to tell. I didn't want to tell you guys, man. I didn't want to tell you guys.
What's that about?
It was like a maybe. It was like he's like,
okay.
He's like, "Hey man, if push comes to shove and y'all do enough, do y'all want to go downstairs?" And the last thing I wanted to do was hit y'all up and be like, "Yo, we might go downstairs," and then it not happen. Do you get what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So like me and you talked a few times, and I kind of knew that it was gonna happen, but I really didn't get that confirmation until he called me at 8:50. Like I called you guys immediately.
That's ridiculous.
But it was a tough day and a half where I was like, damn, should I tell even my own band or anybody and like let them get stoked or no? But
I'm glad you waited.
Yeah,
I'm
it
glad
like
you waited.
built it up.
Yeah, it was nice, wasn't it? It was
yeah.
Wow, fuck.
Well,
and we didn't have time to overthink it either. You know, that was nice.
Oh yeah. Well, it's great too because my parents were on a cruise, so they had like no clue that we got moved downstairs. And they came back in the States, and I'm like, "Hey, surprise!" Like, called them first thing in the morning. I'm like, "You're back. We played at the theater." What?
What was their reaction?
They were like, "Oh, we're boarding off now. Can I give you a call later?" And I was like, "No, it's Saturday. There's parties today. I'll give you a call tomorrow." And they're like, "Oh, understood."
Call me when you do something really important.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. That's fucking hilarious. And it couldn't have gone better. First off, because it seems like not that we did them a favor, but like anything could have happened and like we'd have been fine because it was better than doing it on the roof sold out. That makes sense. And also
it would have been tight up there.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Did you see? You follow Tommy Trotwell, and he posted a picture of like a rooftop show this week. And actually, I'm just gonna show you guys right now. But it was like, I'm trying to think of how many people it was, but I was like, dude, if we'd have got everybody up there, it'd have been like no room to move.
No.
Here's a picture of the rooftop. I don't know how many people that is. Can you see it? What do you think that is? I mean, that's probably like 100 something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, that looks dummy packed.
I mean, there's got to be people hanging around back too, like around the bar.
The whole side. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd have been still super cool, but like nothing's better than what we got. You know what I mean? Yeah, like real lights, real sound. Yeah.
And then we got moved downstairs to sell more tickets.
Yeah.
That's what a big surprise was for me. Yeah, you're right. 100 plus tickets in what, like 15 hours or less?
It'd have been less than a day, right? Because we put them on sale at 10 or 11 a.m. or whatever. And that was another thing. What was I going to say about that? Gosh, I was going to comment. It was full. You know what I mean? Like for the downstairs, we were full.
On a
like
Wednesday.
We were good. Yeah. And that's another thing is like when I hit him back or whatever, I was like, he was really impressed, good looking guy. And he's like, you guys did great. Heard nothing but rave reviews. I was like, can you imagine if we had like lead time for a downstairs show? Like to act like we had one day to be like, yo, we're downstairs. Come see us. You know what I mean? Can you imagine if we had 3 months like most bands do? Like maybe the 600, maybe something like that. You know, that'd be hype.
Next time, man. Next time.
Next time for sure. But it was just good. Like it couldn't have worked out better. I saw Colin, who I'm sure you know, right? The guy, guy who runs the place. And I was walking down the street the day after. He was like, I think I saw some stars get born last night. I was like, thank you, man. We had so much fun. We'd love to come back sometime. I need to send him a follow-up email and just say thanks. The whole staff there is really cool. I felt bad. I don't know if did you meet Caleb? Do you guys meet Caleb? He's like, I think he GMs at this point.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did meet
bigger
him.
guy. And he was in there cleaning up after we left. I was like, man, I hate to keep him up here this long, but like, damn, we only get up here once. You know what I mean? Like, this is like a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing, which is hype, you know? And I think about this shit too hard because, like, I was trying to think of more than 5 bands locally that had done the theater in the past year or two. Can you guys think of more than 5? The only 5 I could come up with were Hotel Fiction, Granville, Everyday Dogs, AFTM, and Underground Springhouse. Family Recipe is 6.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, dude, like every Athens band.
Are we leaving someone out?
Probably.
I'm trying to think.
Downstairs.
Okay, keep talking. I'm gonna look at my Athens bands playlist.
Yeah, look it up. Maybe Big Chungus, but I don't think that. I think it's been at least 2 years,
Big
right?
Chungus.
Bring back Big Chungus.
Big Chungus was 40 Watt with Convince the Kid and Cadillac.
You're right.
And then the other one was,
they did one. Did they do it with Springhouse?
But that one.
That was a while ago.
Were they doing Chungus this year? This year, Granville opened up for Springhouse, right?
Yes, that's correct.
That's what it was, yeah.
So anyways, what I'm trying to say is like every Athens band that's ever been, you know what I mean? Every single one of them has wanted to play the theater. I can't think of any reason why you wouldn't, you know? And the fact that we have been like one of the 8 in the past 2 years to do it now, it's like pretty fucking hype.
Well kept.
Special.
Well kept to open up for Hotel Fiction.
Elijah Johnson too.
There we go.
Okay, so that's 10. That's 10-ish with us. But I'm hyped about that. You know, I get dramatic about that kind of stuff. I've been like posting about it all week. I'm like, damn, I wonder if people are tired of hearing about this. But like, I don't care. You know
whatever,
what I mean?
man. Whatever.
I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Freaking
making a podcast.
like Saturday, it was insane. Or when was it? Thursday.
Yeah.
I was just walking around Athens, and Thursday alone, 32 different people came up that 32? I like didn't know.
Damn.
Just straight up didn't know.
I couldn't believe that kind. I was like, no way.
That's obscene.
And then he saw on Friday. And it was like running up like, hey,
Yeah.
Nikki Shotz,
Yeah.
I saw a lot of stories about you last night. Like, Florida man, that was dope. Like, stuff like that. And then same thing kept happening Saturday because, like, I guess all of the Fiji dudes were there for Red Mile Road. And, like, just walking around their party, they'd come up and, like, kind of grab my shoulder. And they're like, hey, like, that was dope.
That was dope.
I got some good stuff going on. Like, thanks.
I love that, dude. We kind of elevated. I hate to self-proclaim our elevation, but it feels like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I've been fucking high all week, like just riding the wave.
I'm still
you know what I mean?
riding
Like,
high, man.
I
And I
hope
don't
so.
even perform. I
Dude.
can't imagine how you guys feel, man. Holy
You
shit.
just made
like-
it happen, though, man. Don't downsell your part of the job, you know?
But,
I feel like I'm glad you're riding high, though, is what I'm saying. It's like, damn, I
still,
hope it's
man.
not just me that's freaking hyped about this, you know what I mean?
no.
So,
I mean, I was just saying, I literally can't go to sleep until like 3 a.m. because of it. Because I just feel like my head keeps getting like bigger, like a little bit, just a little bit.
Hey, you're famous now.
But like
How does it feel?
in a good
How's it
way.
feel? You earned
but-
it at least, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like feel bad posting about it because I'm like, oh, I don't want to seem like my head's getting too big.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, but that happened. Like I want to.
It's
I
a
wanna
big
post
deal
about it.
Yeah,
Like, it's
that's
fun.
That's exactly where I'm at. Like yesterday, I was editing this podcast clip. Like I've got clips from all 3 bands of us talking about it on separate podcast episodes. Like
You're going to splice them together?
I'm splicing them together, and I was like, man, I hope this doesn't seem like we're just like bragging that we did this. But I was like, I don't give a fuck. This is a big deal. Do you know what I mean? Like this is cool. So yeah, be ready for those clips. They're gonna be pretty.
There's
sick.
a difference between like bragging and getting excited and like really just kind of looking back and being like, you know, like I put in the work to get here, and then the work's finally paying off.
Yeah, like we years and years of seeing shows there. I'm pretty sure we earned it. Do you get what I'm saying? And just playing shows. And I'm in Augusta. I guess it'd be the night after, or it'd be 2 nights after this week. And this guy, kind of same thing. He taps my shoulder. He's like, Georgia Theater, man. Good for you. And I was like, appreciate that. I had no idea who he was. I guess he just follows Georgia Theater. I don't think he was there or anything. It was an older fellow. But I was like, appreciate that, man. So, yeah. Another cool thing that happened at Fiji the other night. This was fucking killing me, bro. It was just cool. Kind of off topic, I guess. But this guy paid me. I wish I could remember his name. I think it feels like it was like Lex or something. You guys ever got your fraternity named Lex? Maybe not. He's pretty hammered. I don't know. I might have heard him wrong. Anyways, he paid me, and like I'm leaving. I'm walking out of like the.
Was it Jake?
Maybe Jake.
Yeah.
No. It wasn't Jake. It wasn't Jake. Jake was gone.
Hank?
Hank sounds more like it. That's very possible. Yeah. Do you want a cold one? Is that one hot?
So warm. No, it's pretty cold.
Anyways, I'm leaving the room, and like I hear there's like 10 people in there. I hear one of them go. They're like, "Is that the fucking podcast guy?" And then the guy that paid me, he's like, yeah, dude, that's the fucking podcast that everybody watches. That's the guy right there. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, y'all stop.
That's got to feel good.
It did feel good, you know. It was nice though. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Silence. That was so much better.
Damn.
That was beautiful.
Little beer
I've been
ASMR.
bartending for 2 years. I know how to do
You
this.
got it down. Got it down.
Oh, yeah.
Sauce House having some events these days, aren't they? They're having a bunch of bands, right?
Oh, yeah.
Huh? The guy, put him on the line. We got Ben calling in.
We got Ben Maddox from Red Mile Road calling in right now.
Just make sure you hold it up to the mic.
Yep. Hey Ben, you're on the podcast right now, so fair warning.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
What's up, man?
Dude, how are you, Jameson?
I'm riding high as can be. How about yourself, man?
Yeah, the same, except I'm at work right now, tossing dough and making pizzas. So.
I love it, man. That's your side job these days, bro. Rockstar main
You gotta
gig.
have a steady income, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, how'd the studio go the other day?
Oh, it was fantastic. Probably my favorite thing we've done, honestly,
Dude.
other than play the theater, I think.
That's so
Right
hype,
there.
man. I just talked to Jeff a minute ago. He said, and I quote, that you guys are one of his favorite bands he's ever recorded.
Wow,
That's awesome.
Thanks, Jeff. Thank
I
you,
know.
Jeff. That means a lot.
That's a pretty high regard. I've recorded a lot of bands with Jeff, and he doesn't just say that every time. So good for y'all, man.
Dude, awesome.
You got a minute, or are you working hard?
Well, I was actually gonna ask ask Garrett something, but I mean, yeah, I got a minute. It's really slow, so I can talk for a second.
Dude, tell us what you thought about the theater, man. What's the review afterwards? How you feeling? How was the show? How'd you play?
Tell me about
An
the skeleton
absolute
suit too.
blast. Like, yeah, dude, I'll talk about everything. So,
Please.
the beginning was really fun. We showed up early to catch Jameson's sound check, which was great. Y'all sounded great even in the beginning.
Thank you, man.
And then we also explored the theater because we'd never been backstage or the green room or anything, which was awesome. There's a lot of cool shit in there. Then we catch Florida Man in the beginning. They covered Sabbath, which was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Then we went up there. I strapped on a skeleton suit, and it turned out to be a hit. Thank God. Because that would either gone two ways, really great or really terrible. So I'm glad it went well. I had a blast. I'm sure everyone else did. I don't think I stopped smiling during my whole set. So
I noticed that.
Yeah.
You bounce around a little more than the other guys, man. You might be moving that energy up there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of the music comes over me, and I just go with it. It takes me, man.
You got a good pose too. Like he pulls the back leg down a little bit. It's like a very bassy pose.
Yeah, that's a natural. I don't know why it comes naturally.
I love that.
Anyway,
man.
thank you. Thank you.
Classic pose.
What's up with the skeleton suit, man? It looked surprisingly really good.
Okay, great. So yeah, I got inspiration from Flea and John Entwistle, obviously bassists for the Red Hot Chili Peppers and the Who. Flea did it at their Slang Castle set, which I think is like the Red Hot Chili Peppers best concert ever.
Okay, I'm not listening.
And then John, I think probably did it a couple times in the 60s and 70s. But yeah, they're two of my favorite bass players, two of my favorite bands, and I thought it'd be funny.
I think it's hilarious, man. I mean, I'm not gonna say I was skeptical about it, but I was like, what the fuck is happening here? And then it looked pretty clean, man.
Yeah, Maddox, I forgot to tell you, man. The skeleton suit had mad sex appeal. I was in the crowd, and this girl was whispering to her friend, and she's like, yeah, that skeleton suit's kind of doing it for me. And I was like, bro.
Yes, you did.
I was like, no shit.
There you go, man. I love it,
I think
man.
that might have been one of my friends that said that. I'm 98% sure.
That's about to be his new outfit, man. Every time, every show. He's been playing Clarks with that guy on.
Every time. Maybe like a Halloween thing. I don't know. We'll see.
I love it, man. What was your favorite spot of y'all's set? Any spot in particular? Any song hit hard or something?
So I heard about this afterwards when I was talking to my friends who were at the show. I didn't realize, but at the very beginning, Wilson walked up to the mic and goes, check it.
Oh,
back,
I love
and then
that.
we start ripping Cherub Rock, which is my favorite cover that we do. And so then now that I think about that in picture, I was like, wow, that was such a sick moment, kicking off the set like that. And then I guess also Get Rid of Me, which is one of our originals, got a pretty great crowd reaction, which is always nice, and what I'm actually kind of looking for when I'm playing a set. So
that one kind of rips towards the end, right? Is that the one that gets a little heavier at the end, guitar-wise? Or am I thinking of another one?
Yeah, I mean, it's got the very slow beginning, melodic beginning, the Shaw and Wilson kind of doing a guitar harmonization type deal. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think Jeff might have played me. Did you guys record that one recently, right?
Yeah, we recorded it on Monday.
Jeff played me one with a ton of harmonies, and I was like, yo, this is sick.
Yeah, we've got some cool stuff on the project, man. I'm excited.
Well, dude, I'm so hyped. I'm so glad you happened to call in, man. This couldn't have worked better.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
All right, man. Well, we're gonna run that shit back in the fall. I hope you better be ready. You better keep that suit clean now.
Oh yeah, don't worry. It's hanging up. It's looking nice.
All right, man. You take it easy now.
All right, you too, Jameson. Good to talk.
Peace.
See you, man.
See you guys.
I like that guy. The skeleton suit's a hit.
That was definitely one of my friends. I remember
just doing it for me is
someone
such a funny way to put that. The skeleton suit's doing it for me. What a great crowd, though, man. It was nice because I could look out there and saw a lot of faces I didn't know, a lot of that I did, but it was all right, I knew them from high school. All right, I met them last week. All right, they saw us at that one show. It was just everywhere I looked, I was like, oh, there's Garrett. Oh, there's Nikki. It's you know what I mean? It was hype. It was cool.
What was the total count? What was it, 350 or something like that?
350 something, I think. Let me get
I love that.
I've got the sheet around here somewhere, but I can give you the exact count later. Yeah. It was 300 plus though, and I think 400 at the bottom is like where they cut it and open the top. So like we were so close, but next time you can't do it all in one. You know, you can't do it all in one. But yeah, I like that guy. He played good too, man. They played really good.
A fun fact about Maddox, he's been playing for a little over a year now.
That's so
he's come a long way, man. I gotta hand it to him. If you're hearing this, Maddox, man, I'm proud of you.
Yeah. And that shows you how much like important energy is too. You know what I mean? Because like his the way he moves around and like seems like he's having a good time can almost override like his bass skills. You get what I'm saying? Which he's good at, man. He's good at both, dude. He's doing both. Like he's not like moving so much that his bass playing's bad. It's like he's fucking solid, dude. All the guys are, man.
No offense to the rest of the Red Mile Road guys, but Maddox got you guys beat
Maddox
on the stage presence,
corner,
man.
Bro. If they all started moving, bro, like even if they're just walking around, they'd be fucking mean. You know what I mean? Like that would take them to another level, you know, which is the thing they got going for them. I think the other two up front is just the harmonies, dude. The harmonies are fucking sauce, bro. They are nice. I'll never forget listening to them sound check, dude. I swear he sang one line. Spence sang one line, and fucking they had him sounding nice, bro. Like it was like dry at first, and then that reverb kicked on. I was like, oh, dude, these guys are good singers. So
yeah, my friend, she like full on grabbed onto me and was like in one of their slower songs that they recorded. Like, what was it, Monday? Anyway, she like grabs me and she goes, Nikki, that one guy with the hat sounds like Kurt Cobain. That's insane. And I sat there and I like turned around and listened. And I turned back and I'm like, you know what? You're right. And
yeah, I like his hat. That hat's clean. It looks vintage. You know what I'm talking about? The red one.
Oh yeah, he's got a few hats I'm kind of jealous of, honestly.
Yeah? Dude, I'm excited to see what they do, man. Because I mean, now y'all got a huge like bargaining chip. All three of us do, kind of like when I was negotiating with that frat guy or the fraternity guy. You sent me a few. I don't know when it was, but it was after the theater. Whichever one you sent me after that. He was like, "Where all of y'all played?" I was like, I just sent one word back. I said theater. He was like, all right, can you guys go play Friday?
Perfect.
And he hasn't signed the contract yet. And when he does, I'm going to get you paid, which is another service of Clear Mountain Entertainment. If anybody needs a booking, my dude's texting me every day with like, hey, potential fraternity, Sauce House, 10 to 12, yada, yada. You want to do it? And I'm like, yeah, I am. I do want to do it. Which is like every other day. I don't know how you're hearing about these things, man. You got your ear to the ground?
Oh, yeah, man. I'm just trying to network and meet as many people as I can. And, you know, we're getting a lot of repeat customers. So it's been great. That's
great. And me and you tried to do this one time, remember? Because I was like, you know who knows a lot of people? Nikki. I was like, Nikki, keep your ears peeled for some gigs.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. That? And then I ended up having a class that was like 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And
I think you started the band pretty close after that too.
Oh yeah, like busy. In November.
Yeah. And
like right as soon as the class ended, band.
Yeah.
And that's when Allie started like playing the bass too, which is
dude, they do so good.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how she picked it up.
She's not even been a year yet, and how long's Maddox?
Maddox is like a little over a year, I'm pretty sure.
That's mad impressive for both of them.
Like I ran into her downtown one night, like not ran into her. I guess we like went to a concert together. I still don't know how I met Allie. She's my best friend. That's
funny to me. I'm so surprised about that.
Yeah, I'm like signing my card. I don't know. Like I just one day got invited to her birthday party and was like, oh yeah, my friend Allie, and I'm like, how did we get here?
That's hilarious.
Because it's just like we'd see each other at concerts a lot, but I don't know which one we like got to be friends at. Yeah. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm starting a band. And she's like, cool, can I be in it? And I was like, what can you play? And she's like, the mandolin. I was like, well, we got like 3 guitars already. Yeah. Do you know how to do like the drums or the bass? And she's like, oh, yeah, I got the bass, but I don't have a bass. She didn't know how to play the bass.
That's hilarious.
I guess she like dabbled in it when she was younger, but she like went back and was telling her friend like, yeah, I told this girl that I'd be in her band and that I'd play the bass, but
not even on first name basis at this point. Not even Nikki Shotz.
Not to her other friend.
Gotcha.
And she's like, but I don't know how to do it, so I guess I'm gonna have to learn. And she comes and she's like practicing on her guitar.
Yeah.
Because it's the whole EAD.
Yeah.
Like that.
GCB at the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know the nuts.
EAD, GC.
Who needs
something?
Them?
Something like that. Anyway, so she was like practicing on her guitar, and then I told my dad, I'm like, yo, one of my friends like wants to play the bass with us for a band, like trying to get back into the music scene.
Mm-hmm.
Do you were never still use your bass, Dad? And he's like, she can borrow it for like a month. I was like, okay. So borrowed the bass. She just got one, like her first time playing
she
it.
Bought one the day
was
of the
the
show.
day of the show.
She's like, I just bought a bass. I was like, what?
Sounds cool.
That's awesome.
And it looks great on her too.
Yeah, I could see that.
Could I give her a call maybe?
Call her. Get her on the line. Yeah, when do you start getting people on the line? We're way deeper than I thought we'd be. We're 55 minutes in. I love it.
Oh, shit.
Let's see.
We're just vibing, man. I'm just chilling.
By.
Don't let me talk too much. If I need to go, just holler.
Ali, you're on the podcast.
Am I on the air?
Oh, yeah.
Right now.
Oh, yeah.
How's it going, Allie?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. You still riding high from the theater? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
How are you doing?
We were just talking about how you've only been playing bass for less than a year.
Yeah, I played a little bit when I was in high school, but like the hardest thing I really knew how to play was like Seven Nation Army and Are You Gonna Be My Girl?
I love it. We play those songs. You want to be in our band? Well, shit, you're up tremendously. I hadn't even been playing for a year, and you just rocked it at the theater with the new bass. How'd you like the new bass?
Oh my gosh, I love it. I have no money now, but it's worth it.
You've got a sick bass, though. You're up so tremendously. Come on.
I know, it's awesome.
You guys all get, when Florida Man got together, that was like worlds collide for me. Because like I feel like I knew Drew differently. Like we had met through Drew, I guess, but like, or the Becker brothers, excuse me. And like, and I knew Allie just of like the graphic stuff and knew Dallas. And then once you guys all got together, it was like, oh, I like all these people. So like, this is a win.
Yeah.
Allie, have you been walking around telling everybody you played the theater, or are you over it already?
Oh, I'm definitely not over it. It's like kind of, we got some video footage back the other day, and it was like just kind of surreal seeing that and just kind of seeing the crowd that was there. And I actually sent in our group chat today, I was like, I went back on our Instagram and saw we posted like less than 6 months ago, was like, we're playing at Boar's open mic night.
Oh my gosh.
Come see us. And then it was like, playing at Roadhouse, playing at the Georgia Theater. It just happened so fast.
Y'all definitely skipped some steps. I love it. I love it.
Way too many.
And I remember seeing you guys for the first time at Boar's Head. I think it was the first one you guys did, but Nikki was a little nervous looking. You were a little nervous, weren't you?
Oh, yeah.
You guys are still dressed up, I think, if I remember correctly.
Because we did the bucket hats for our first one. We didn't tell anyone we were playing. We were like, okay, we're practicing. We don't have a drummer yet. We were like using Drew's little
Okay, so it must have been the second time I saw
drum
you.
thing.
I saw you at Dallas was the first time.
Yeah, so then like a few weeks later we went to Shameless James and we're like, hey, do you want to play the drums with us for an open mic set? I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I saw Dallas and I had a couple beers and I was talking to him and like kind of was like, hey, like, you should come play drums with us sometime.
I can't believe he was honestly down. You know what I mean? Like he's a busy man already drumming everywhere.
Well, Dallas was telling me at the theater, he's like, man, I'm glad I did this because honestly, if I hadn't been drinking that night, I probably would have said no because I didn't know any of y'all.
He fits in so
really
well,
know
though.
Dallas so well.
That's hilarious. Just asking to be. You guys are very, very forward with the band ass. You just asked Nikki, or you just asked her to be in.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing we like literally went to his concert and went up to the drummer and we're like, hey.
Like a really good drummer too, not just like some guy, Garrett. Like a fucking really good drummer. It's like, hey, you want to be in our band too? I love that.
That's
I love
hilarious.
that. And I remember at Boar's Head, the time I did see you guys, I guess it would have been the second time you guys played there. You didn't look nervous, but like you were finding your way. You know what I mean? And Allie was honestly pretty strong, but you were like looking around a lot, Allie, like making sure you playing the right stuff. I thought that was funny.
Oh, really? I've been told that like I don't ever look up from it, which I guess is true. But I have to like be staring at my bass. Like, I have no crowd interaction, which is fine because everyone else kind of does that. But if I like look up and start doing something else, you completely forget what's going on.
Yeah. I remember the Becker brothers had like full pedal boards out, like the full setup. And then you guys, I think you only had time to play 3. I was like, damn, they got all set up and then couldn't you play a full set? You know how open mic night is. I thought that was funny. But yeah, Allie, we just wanted to check in, see how you're doing, make sure you had fun. Do you have a favorite part of the set? Any part you enjoyed of you guys playing?
I mean, I really liked when we covered I Wish, just because bass-wise, that's definitely kind of the most active song, but it's really not that hard to play, but just the way that it looks, looks really hard, so I always kind of feel cool when I do that one.
Looks can be very deceiving. I love that. All right, well, thank you for calling in. You're great. We'll see you soon, all right?
Yeah, of course. Have a good one.
Peace. Gotta love her too, man.
Me too. I'm living with her next year. That's going to be so fun. I just got the contract today.
Really? The contract came in. Garrett sent it out to you? He's getting 10% on that now. He's getting 10%. I love it, man. Yeah, she's nice. I like how genuine she is. I don't think she's ever bullshitting anybody.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, like, honestly, last year for me was like the lowest point in my life. Like, it was bad.
Why?
it was just bad.
Just a tough year.
So much to dive into with that. But then, just like the last week of school, I don't know why. Oh, it was like, I think the Woodford and Double at the end of the year, their end of the year party thing. There's this, they have like this formal event end of the year party. And there was a band there, and Allie and I were dancing and just having a good time. And then later that week, we like decided, hey, like let's go do that again. So I guess we like caught another show together. And I don't remember where I was going with this. Oh yeah, I do now. So we just like kept hanging out, and then she like left over the summer, but she came back, and just hanging out with her is just one of those feelings like you can go downtown in a Hawaiian shirt and everyone else looks so beautiful, and you're in a Hawaiian shirt and track shorts and like fresh out of bed or something. I don't know. And you still feel on top of the world just because like her energy makes you feel like and realize that nothing really matters. And
getting a little philosophical there.
yeah,
I like that.
I don't know, like that's just like her personality, like and it makes you realize like, hey, life is fun. Let's enjoy it. Have a good time.
Very in the moment.
And she
Great
like
mantra.
brings that to the band too, which is awesome. Like we played this one spring party a few weeks ago. She comes out in I like went in the closet looking for something, and I came out, I'm like, yo, there's a SpongeBob suit. And she's like, great, I'm wearing it on stage. So she's playing this entire frat spring party gig like in a SpongeBob suit.
That's bold. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
I love people like that. It's like, damn, I wish, like they just don't give a fuck. I like that. I respect that a lot.
Allie is great, and she brings the best energy to every situation.
It's amazing
Long
that you
story
guys
short.
didn't all know each other, because like the vibe works perfectly for them. Like all of y'all. Like,
Well,
it couldn't
'cause
work any better.
I met the Beckers the first week of school.
Yeah. So you've known them for a while.
Yeah. And we
Okay.
like used to jam on Myers Quad.
Yeah.
We'd-
Grass.
Yeah.
Just
We
sitting
do
out
like
there?
Old Town Road covers.
Hell yeah.
That song, what is it? It's like I Just Had Sex. We do that one.
Yeah. Classic. Yeah.
Yeah, like what are they called? Lonely Yacht something.
It's my mom. I don't want to throw her on the line.
Um,
She likes you guys, by the way.
She was awesome.
She
oh
was.
my gosh.
The other day, literally yesterday, she's like, you know who I really liked? Garrett and Nikki. I was like, me too. I was like, yeah, they're awesome. They're awesome. We should call Jeff. Can you call Jeff on your
Yeah.
phone, Nikki? I have.
Speaking to moms, I met his mom yesterday.
Jeff's mom?
I did. You did
Really?
too.
Yep.
Where? Oh, she was in the studio?
Miss Vernon.
Oh, she's a very nice one.
She was
Dropping off
cooking
some
up some
merch.
tunes in there.
What?
Yeah.
On the mic. I love
Oh
it.
yeah.
Let's see if we can get Jeff online. I'm sure he'll have
Let's
some
see.
constructive thoughts. Did he record you guys' show or no?
So, are you talking about the Georgia Theater?
Yeah, Georgia Theater.
So I think Vic actually got some.
Interesting.
Believe it or not,
Vic's
we were
the
actually
guy.
just talking about it today.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. I just met him the other day.
He used to be in the band before my current drummer.
Oh yeah,
Jeffrey, wait. Are
Jeffrey.
you here?
I'm here.
Jameson wants you on the podcast, so you're on.
Heck yeah, man. You want to know something weird that just happened?
What just happened?
Dude, okay, so cell phone was in the control room. I go into the tracking room and cut on the vacuum. And, like, as soon as I started vacuuming, I was like, wait, if Jameson calls, I won't hear it.
Yeah.
And, like, literally 60 seconds later, like, as soon as I came back to grab the phone, it started ringing.
We caught your thought, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, you sent, like, a vibe my way before you called.
I sent you a frequency. I was like, wonder if Jeff's going to pick this up at 500K hertz and get back to me or not.
Not gonna lie, it was weird.
I need a low shelf really bad. Hit me up, Jeff, and you heard it.
He was picking up the S's on their tracks yesterday just by looking at the wavelengths or wave
Goat.
things, the waves.
Jeff, tell us about that Red Mile Road session, man. We've been talking about it a little bit.
It was great, yeah. The S on the wavelengths is just a little spiky, harsh-looking one. It's the one that, like, you know, looks like a little tough guy.
Little spiky guy.
It was cool, man. So I met Garrett at your show at Clark's.
Selling
and I
that
thought he
merch.
was in the band.
Yeah, he's selling that merch out there, man.
Yeah. And then I came and met the guys at the rehearsal space because Garrett got that put together.
And everybody, they're super nice guys, man. And then I worked on their PA gear a little bit, showed them how to run it. And then I got to do sound for them live at this Battle of the Bands thing. Garrett, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, big time, yeah, dude. So I got to tell you, Ellie Poindexter, that pretty much organized that whole thing. She was giving you great compliments the other day. You know, she was like, yeah, honestly, Jeff, like, I'm not sure we could have done it without him. So take that to heart, man. You really helped them out.
Yeah, man, it was a good time. Her dad's super nice too. He like baked a whole bunch of like barbecue butts, and it was a good event. She did a good job planning it.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun.
That's hype, man. We ate some of that barbecue too.
Yeah, so long story long, that's how I met Red Mile. And then we booked the session, and we tried to knock out 5 tracks in 2 days, which is like too much for most bands. But they were as ready as they could be, and for a band that had never recorded before. And I'd say above anything else, the guys really listened and took to the coaching pretty good. And like by the end of it, they were just different musicians, I would say.
I love that, man. That's great to hear, and pretty not rare, but I think it's pretty rare for a band to really take advice in the studio as young, because everybody feels like they knows how it should be, don't you think? Or knew how it should be.
Yeah, I say what worked is like the band dynamic of just like no baloney, no funny business, no bullshit. It's like, this is what it is. This is what it could be, like figuring that kind of stuff out. And the guys are talented, and it was so nice too. I was telling you this earlier, to just record like a straight up rock and roll band, man. It's like 2 guitars, bass, and drums, and rock and roll. Like, it sounded great.
I love that, man. I'm stoked to hear this shit, dude. I'm very excited. We need some more rock in this town, so that's great. Well,
yeah, man.
We probably got plenty of rock, but we'll take even more rock, won't we, Jeff?
Nikki, you were saying some things, because you've seen a few of the sessions we've done over here. You're saying you like this one a lot, I remember.
Yeah, like, honestly, just they seemed like they knew what they were doing coming into it. Not saying that other bands haven't, but, like, they just seemed like that was their maybe second or third, maybe even fourth time recording an EP. And it was their first.
That's impressive.
And then also just the energy they brought. Yeah. They were ready to go.
That's hype, man. Yeah. I fucking hate I missed it. That's awesome. I can't wait to hear these tracks, dude. Garrett was talking these tracks up too back in the day. I remember asking him.
Yeah, I'm a little biased, but you know, I'm always talking these guys up. But truly though, like I think they're gonna be good. I'm excited, man.
Jeff, what'd you think about the show as a whole, though? Do you have any favorite set moments for anybody, or favorite set moments from each band? I'm just curious, as somebody in the crowd, as to what we haven't got yet, really.
I would say, in chronological order, the things that stand out off the top of my head were Allie's bass line on the Stevie Wonder tune. She slayed that.
Yeah.
And just Florida Man as a whole, like, there's this one song y'all do, I don't know if it's an original or a cover, but it's, like, got this, like, dueling guitars in, like, a major key kind of riff, like, in the D-ish area, maybe. It's, like, down, 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 and the Becker Bros are, like, just grooving, playing, like, major harmonies. Does that make any sense?
Nikki doesn't know.
Is it the... Super Not Sabbath.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Sounds a little more playful.
Is that one of y'all's?
Nah, Black Sabbath. I wish.
Wow, I just outed myself for not knowing a Black Sabbath song.
Yeah.
On live on the
air. What's even better is it's all uncut.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Now the world knows.
Those were rad, and y'all like sounded really good just as a whole. And I'd say same for Red Mile Road. I was running around and troubleshooting some faulty gear of mine at the time too, so I was sort of multitasking. But I got everything up and running by the time your set happened, JMO. And I got to say, when Colin rolled up and started doing the LD work, like the light design stuff, like, it was just a game changer. And y'all brought, like, the energy, too. So, like, it was so dope just to, like,
I don't know, man, just to see you there and having, like, earned it and, like, clawed your way up for it, and as a former employee of the theater, and, like, just to, like, I don't know, man, it was a beautiful, beautiful moment. As far as, like, all the Georgia theater shows I've seen when, like, AFTM did it and Springhouse did it, and, you know, the other guys or whatnot.
The other guys.
But, Family Recipe, you know, like.
Yeah.
But it was cool to see you do it because you did your thing, bro, and your originals hit, and like that was my main takeaway. Was just like, man, keep working the OGs, man. They're awesome.
Yeah, man, it's easy to get away with them get away from them when you're playing all these cover gigs. So I appreciate that, man. I don't think it could have gone better, dude. Like it was just fucking perfect. I'm ready to hear these stems, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, why didn't you grab them from me while you were here?
Man, I wish I had more time. I'm gonna come by and get them later though, unless you're gone.
Yeah, no, we'll get a beer. We'll get them to you. I'll say this too, and having seen your band, 50 times per year.
Probably 50 for real, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys played the part. Like, you guys, like, went the extra mile. Like, your vocals were on. Bryce's solos were on. Like, y'all all played great.
That's awesome. Thank you, man. I agree, dude. I don't know if that's... Yeah, I agree. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, you know, not every show goes well. Jeff has seen us at the Warehouse twice, and honestly, like, those are our two biggest shows or whatever, and probably two of our worst sets, kind of like playing-wise. So, like...
The sound wasn't right, or...
The sound in the Warehouse is...
Oh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
Yeah.
We're playing there on Friday.
Jeff, Nikki's playing the Warehouse on Friday.
That'll be cool, man.
Sonically, the Warehouse fucking blows compared to the theater, but you guys will have fun, and the lights will be great.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Well, I can catch live stems from there too. Like, I just plug my laptop into the board. I'm actually exporting some stems from there right now from Adi Blanco and Josh Bennett.
Oh, how was that, man? Was that good?
It was cool, man. I mean,
did you see Ray and the Ragdolls?
They must have been up first.
Ah.
I don't know. Did they play? They didn't play that bill.
They played Warehouse on Friday.
They're a glam
my
band,
mom's calling.
All right, we'll put her on the podcast. I love you guys. Y'all take it easy.
Love you too, man. Thanks for calling in.
See you, Jeff.
Peace.
Bye.
And Jeff touched on this a little bit, but Jameson, I got to give you a big shout out for your stage presence, dude.
Thanks,
that
man.
shit is professional, man.
Thank you, dude.
So entertaining to watch you.
Very,
I saw
very
you
fun.
hop up onto this amp, and I was like, oh shit, that thing's about to fall.
You saw it start rolling?
I know. It started
like,
rocking a little bit. I was like, uh-oh.
Like, damn, they don't have this thing locked, you know? Like, you could lock the bottom, you know? I just saw... Thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
I saw Waka Flocka do that, like, years ago when I used to go see Waka Flocka at the theater. He got up on that sub, and I was like, you know what? If I ever play here, I'm definitely getting on that sub, you know? But thank you, man. Yeah, that's kind of our thing. I really enjoy the frontman thing. And there's not many of them in Athens that are doing it. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's playing usually.
Right.
And you not playing. That's a new thing. You've always played on every song, I thought.
Yeah, I stopped because I was like, you know what? We have two guitarists. I'm better at singing, and I can't fully do it and learn all of the words. Because up until like a few weeks ago, we were doing like covers and like, oh well, we've done Shakedown Street like 4 times. Let's learn another Dead song, and then all of the words are just like nonsense. So then it's just a bunch of words you got to learn all the time. That on top of like trying to remember stuff for school. It's a lot. So I was like, I can't do that and learn the chords and learn the melodies to all of these songs that I just don't know.
That's how I feel about it too. It's like something's got to give if you really want to do the front person thing. Do you get what I mean? And usually it's the instrument that you would have played. And like guitar used to be my thing before you guys met me. Probably like all I did was play guitar. That was my thing. Now I played half the songs or whatever. Yeah, because like I feel like I can just work better without it. Like I can move. I can kneel in front of the crowd, and the stage is like perfect. You guys stood there, you know, like people like standing up fully, and it comes into their neck, you know, which is so much better than like no stage, which we do a lot, and like short stages, which are cool and all, but like it's just the perfect, like you're like looking down at everybody kind of, and like all the pictures are like coming from like this, you know, it's just like so clean. But yeah, thank you for the comments. I appreciate that. You've got so much, like that's a big step for you guys. Like your front woman skills are up. Good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
and
Nikki,
like,
you too. Your
doing,
stage
like,
presence is... Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Your stage presence is stellar as well.
She was jumping around.
At Georgia Theater, I was very, very entertained.
My thing was like, well, I know Jameson's playing later, and honestly, okay, on Thursday, the week before, we saw the Asymptomatics.
Yeah.
And was it Thursday or Friday? I don't know. one of the nights.
I was there.
And the way Max was just jumping around, I was like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. And then you got up there and started doing it with him, and I was like, I don't do that.
You could, though.
I need to.
Yeah. And you did it. You did it. Maxwell does that thing where he leads like this a lot. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if you ever seen. Well, you weren't there the other night. Was he there with us?
No, you
need
gotta
to
go
see him.
sometime.
I'm a huge Asymptomatics fan. Everybody check out the new Asymptomatics EP. It sounds really good. Yeah, and you got it though. Like you were jumping during Supernaut or whatever. Like I got a video of you like just absolutely jumping like this, like ripping it, and it was cool. That's good. And Athens sees more of that. Cause most bands, I'd say probably it's got to be 85 or 90% of bands or what. Just like they're playing, so they can only do so much.
Yeah, Fun Room's really good at moving around. Whenever they do what song is it? Superstition. They do this one part where like scale starts really speeding up and like, and then they all start speeding up, and then I think it's like Bart and Iker just start like doing this little jumpy thing.
Yeah.
And it's so fun.
I'm excited for their EP. Have you ever seen them, Fun Room?
No, I actually haven't seen them live. Same with the Asymptomatics. Haven't seen them live either. So I'm excited.
Go see them next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday?
Their EP release.
Oh, shit. At 40 Watt. Convince the Kid. That's a good line. Wim, too. I'm kind of excited about that.
Saw Wim the other day.
Wim's
that
a nice
guy
guy.
is so talented.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so talented. Roadhouse?
Pipes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Roadhouse.
Yeah, he sings really good. I saw they were gassing him up in the chat. He's a smart guy, too. He hit me up for some touring info.
Oh, we got Jack Wilson on the line.
Let's go.
And Jake Cadet.
And Jake.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
How you doing, man? Y'all doing good?
Great. Yeah.
Y'all still riding high from that theater, riding low? How you feeling?
We're feeling really good, dude. Yeah. We've been keeping busy, for sure.
Keeping busy with what?
Recording our EP.
We just got Jeff off the line, man. He's talking very highly about these recordings now.
Really? Dude, Jeff was amazing. Yeah.
He's the guy, bro. Didn't I tell y'all? He'd get y'all sounding good.
Dude, you were totally right. I thought about that a lot. You're telling us how much we'd enjoy working with him, and you weren't wrong.
Yeah, because
we enjoyed it.
It's not like hiring a producer who's just like some 60-year-old dude who's like got platinum credits or whatever. It's like this guy is like somebody I would just hang out with, who's awesome.
Dude, and like he was involved. He was helpful. Yeah, and he wasn't just like sitting there recording what we had. He wanted it to sound really good.
Yeah, he said that you guys took advice and tips really well, which I've worked with him a lot, and there are very few bands we could say that about. So good for y'all, man.
Yeah, I think we just agree with him. He was right about a lot.
How'd y'all feel about the show, though, man? Y'all have a favorite moment, favorite part of being there? Any favorite spots?
Dude, I honestly, man, just opening up and hearing after the first song for me, it was like hearing, I don't know. You know what it's like after you finish the song and you're really hoping people dug it, and you're kind of, it's like a millisecond before you start screaming and cheering.
Yes,
you're kind of a little worried. Like, are they going to cheer?
Yeah.
And everybody just erupted, and it was great.
I think for myself, after playing that first song, I was sort of just so frantic and very much just focusing on my actual playing. And then there was a little bit of a pause between that second song where I just got to kind of just look around and really take in the crowd. And that moment was pretty special.
I love that, man. I know exactly what you're talking about. That millisecond, bro, it feels like an hour, bro. I'm like, damn, is anybody listening? And so, yeah, dude, I know exactly. You guys played great too, man. I love it. I love the energy. I love the closer, bro.
What War Pigs,
Pigs, baby. What a bold closer. I love that.
War Pigs, bro.
Yeah, man. You guys pulled the biggest crowd too, man. Good for y'all.
How many people do you think were there?
I think it's 350 was the final count.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and 400 is maxed out downstairs, so they would have had to open the upstairs up.
Way more than I thought. That's great. Yeah, dude, we had a lot of our fraternity brothers, not just guys in our pledge class, just a ton of guys come support us. We're real thankful for that.
Yeah.
It was cool.
I was watching back the podcast we did the other day, man, and there's all these great clips in there of y'all talking about how you want to play Georgia Theater downstairs before you graduate.
I know, right?
I can't wait to drop those, dude. I'm posting them this week. I hope y'all are ready.
Yeah, dude. We were laughing about that. It's just like we said if we like graduate or get to a point, we're just finishing up graduating, like if we could play the Georgia Theater just once as a band, that would be really cool. And we've played it. We've been a band for a year.
We've got 2 more years left of college.
Yeah, very happy.
Y'all got time to get shit done now.
Yeah, dude. You put us on big time. We are so thankful for, just like your help and support and everything, your advice.
No problem, man. If y'all ever need anything from me, just give me a shout. I'm glad we could put this bill together. It worked so well because all three bands worked together. You know what I mean? Like, it was not.
Yeah.
It just worked nicely that every band was down to promote this correctly. Do you know what I'm saying?
Everybody gave it, max effort.
It honestly felt like we co-headlined is what it felt like to me. It wasn't
we all like each other. It was cool. It's just a good connection.
Was it you that I handed my guitar to when I came off for a second?
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that, dude.
Well, you weren't playing it on the song, and I got the hold your Explorer, which is always nice. And dude, I don't know if you noticed, I gave you a Eddie Van Halen pick, had all the stripes and shit on there.
Yes, you told me that, dude. That's the spirit of the EVH with me, man. I love that.
Dude, I mean, not that you weren't killing it before, but right after that, I mean, your guitar playing took an immediate step up there. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
That was definitely it, bro. Dude,
yeah, there were like sparks flying from it.
Sparks. I remember thinking back though, I was like, why the fuck did I just walk in the backstage and hand him my guitar? Like, what a bold thing to do. Like you were my tech.
You're rocking. I was like, hell yeah, dude.
I think my stand wasn't working, is what it was, or something like that.
Okay. I mean, that was still cool. I mean, yeah, guitar handoff backstage looks really professional.
And then I glanced back there for a second, and like you guys like fucking strumming around on it. I was dying laughing, bro.
Oh yeah, dude.
I love it, man. Another thing, dude, I was looking at the pictures, and we're all taking the bow at the end. For some reason, my pants are unzipped. And I was sitting.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Did you know?
I think your fly was down.
Yeah,
the whole
fly
set.
was down, bro. That's
No
tough
way.
look.
No way.
I love it, man. That's a great memory.
I rocked way too hard, bro.
What'd he say? Legendary, though.
Dude, I love it. Well,
What'd you say,
shit,
Jake?
dude.
He's looking it up right now. Dude, Jameson, you should have come by on either Tuesday or Monday, dude, because we had Nikki on a song. We could have got you on something. Throw a guitar layer on there or something.
Damn, bro. I missed that, man. I'd have loved to have done that, dude.
Yeah, I mean, we'll hopefully be recording again soon. But,
Oh, for sure. Next time we'll run it down, man. I'll get y'all to play on some of our stuff. That'd be cool.
Yeah, man, that'd be great.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all calling in, dude. Hope you have a good day.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you too, man.
Y'all take it easy now.
See you, boys.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, man, fly down or whatever. Can't
I
be
think it's
worse
a
than
win.
what I did before the show.
What'd you do?
We were messing around with the soccer ball, in the right there in Georgia Theater, and it's Jeff and the Red Mile Road guys, and Jeff kicks one up. I head it, almost nailed the sound guy right in the head. Luckily, it fell right in the right spot. Didn't hit the board. Didn't hit him.
Word.
And I go back there. I'm like, damn, I'm so sorry, man. He was really cool about it,
Yeah,
but I was like,
this happens.
Jesus, man, I'm never gonna forget about this.
No, I'm literally like after the show, I'm looking at somebody posted in their story like immediately, the ones of us all bowing, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, are my fucking pants unzipped? I was like, please tell me I didn't play this whole show with my pants unzipped. So I started looking at videos, and it wasn't. So like I jumped around enough to where it came unzipped. So I was like, oh, I can live with that,
That's too
So
good.
be it.
Yeah, I was like, that's at least people will remember this. But
Man,
I thought it was funny.
I wouldn't have even noticed if you didn't say that.
See, well, now everybody knows. I didn't fucking throw it
Yeah,
out there,
dang.
but he noticed. He knows. He's
Okay.
like, yeah, James.
So
And then people were holding up
I
on
did
their
actually
phone.
try to motion into
Did
it.
you,
Yeah.
bro? See, and then I was thinking too hard about it because somebody held up their phone and it said "nice cock," which I thought was just a joke. But apparently there was. I mean, I talked to the kid afterwards. I was like, "Were you trying to tell me that my zipper was up?" He's like, "No, man, I was just joking." I was like, all right, good. But believe me, I was in that chair. Like, please tell me I didn't just play that whole show with my zipper down.
So
But
that
we're
was your
good.
favorite part of the whole show.
Oh, for sure. It's
Yeah,
zipper
yeah.
being down at the end.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well, what was your favorite part? Like,
that's a good question.
what?
Yeah,
was
let's
that
talk about
moment
you,
where-
Jameson. You've been
Yeah.
talking to us, man.
What was the part where you when you realized, oh my gosh, this is happening?
We were playing. I do remember this actually. There's a specific spot that sticks out to me. We played "No Bad Days," which is one of our new songs, and it's kind of like slower, like never been that great of a live song for us. Like we play it in bars and shit. It's not really a bar song, if you know what I mean. It's like a deeper thought, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And like we played it, and like everybody was like bouncing around and vibing. It was one of the slower ones, and then the next song was a hobby song, so I got to go backstage for a second and get a drink of water.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just standing there. I was like, yes, like they fucking dug that one, you know, like they're digging it. Like everybody was bouncing everything. And Trevor was in there, and I remember just like mumbling something to him that like didn't make sense. He was like, "What?" Because like I was just zoned out. I was like, "This is perfect." So yeah, that would be my moment. Either that or the bow at the end was really great. I think that was cool.
That was
I
awesome.
love
How you guys
that,
all
yeah.
came together.
Yes.
I have a bruise.
Do you? From a
Yeah,
guitar?
right- no, from tripping over a stool, running back up there. Like
No.
that is it.
I love it. I love it. I thought somebody's guitar hit your knee. But,
Nah.
I was like,
your angular guitar.
my aggressive and angular guitar.
Hardcore aggression and angular guitars, baby.
What a perfect night, though, man. I'm glad we could do this because I just wanted to seal in all these thoughts. We've had plenty to talk about. We're fucking 86 minutes in.
Oh, shit.
Let's go. That's
Oh,
hype.
I forgot to tell you guys this too. So I saw Everyday Dogs in the theater, and they were opening up for a band called Jackal. I don't know if you guys are familiar.
Yeah, older punk band is what I heard.
Yep. You know, they were interesting. But, you know, they had a crowd that was actually smaller than the crowd we had, you know, for our show.
That's crazy.
Which was awesome because they literally have millions of listens on, you know, Spotify and services.
Wow.
And,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's got to be pumped about that. I mean, it's just so cool.
I worked there for probably 8 months, and like we saw a bunch of touring bands come through that didn't do that many tickets. You know what I mean? Like legitimate, like this band is signed to Warner Brothers and like didn't sell that many tickets, which obviously they don't live in Athens, so it's a little different. You know what I mean? But like still at the same time, I was like, this motherfucker's packed. You know what I mean? I was like, we are good down here. Like, yeah. And I played a lot of shows that aren't packed, as we all do, you know. But like the Warehouse, we did the Warehouse the first time we did it. I think I told you guys this. At one point in the show, there was 2 people in the Warehouse other than us, and it was Jeff, who was running the camera, and Jeff's buddy. So like, imagine playing that big ass room to nobody. You know what I mean? So that was like,
At least they were in there.
Yeah, at least the homies were. It still felt awful though. You know what I mean? Like it felt not good. So to be up tremendously and like filling the Georgia Theater is like
huge.
Yes. And then like hearing rave reviews from Colin, the guy who manages the place, the guy who booked us, Caleb, the GM guy, like everybody there, like all the text messages. I probably got like fucking 100 text messages to people like, congratulations, dude, you finally did it. Everything you guys did was great. All 3 bands are sick, that kind of stuff. It was like, finally got it done. Pants down, pants unzipped and all, man. I don't give a fuck. It was perfect. You know what I mean?
Pants down.
Left it all on the line, man.
Left it all on the line, bro. That's funny, man.
Did you talk to management much after the show?
Not much, but a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you guys to do this week. I guess we can say it on air. Anybody 88 minutes in. It doesn't matter anyways. I was going to say I'm going to give you guys their number. I want you guys to reach out and say thanks for having us because I feel like good opportunity for you guys to build fan bases. Or not fan bases, but like relationships too. So that when somebody else comes to town, you know, that Florida Man and Red Mile Road might be on the list if, I don't know, some sort of something that lines up with you guys. Yeah. Oh, the Stews is fucking, I'm working on that, bro. I talked to Preston on the live the other day. I was like, bro, you want to fucking come to Athens and play with us sometime? He's like, yeah, man, we'd love to. I was like,
even if they don't, I just want to like sit in a room and watch them jam.
Yeah.
You know,
dude, they're one of the coolest bands I've ever had on here. When I did the Stews podcast and they left, I was like, I kind of want to be in that band. I was like, that's pretty fucking cool. Like, they're nice guys.
Right?
Do you follow them at all?
Yeah, I follow them on Instagram. I've heard some of their music, not too much, but you know, a few songs, and they rip.
They rip, dude. They got like 40,000 listeners, which is pretty fucking wild. And
that's awesome.
Anyways,
they're easy to support. You know,
Yeah,
they're
very
like
likable.
really talented, fun to watch, and then just so kind.
Yes, the trifecta of cool stuff. They did a Colorado tour, which I'm trying to do now, which is a great fucking idea. What else? But how did you guys get with Funk You this Friday? What's up with that?
Dude, I don't know.
Did they hit you up? Funk You did? Or
No.
Warehouse?
Funk You, and now we're just doing it.
That's hype. That's hype. They're like a big band, aren't they?
Yeah, I've been listening to them for like 2 years.
That's hype. That's hype.
And then Allie messaged us about it, and it's like, oh, yeah, we.
No, you're good, man.
It's like, yeah. It's like, we got to do it.
We about to take a piss? We'll do like 5 or 10 more minutes. I'll let y'all go.
Yeah.
If it's a 2-piss episode, I know we've gone too long.
No, I mean, I just drink a bunch of water.
I'm very hydrated.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. We should have plugged that at the start. It's Florida Man Funk You on Friday.
Yeah, we're doing that.
But by
That's
the time
wild.
this comes out, I don't know if you'll be in time.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there, though. How much are tickets?
So it's like $15, but if you do 2 people, like a
Okay.
little package, they do $10 per person.
That's nice. That's a good deal.
Yeah. So my parents are coming to it, which is exciting because my
is
mom
nice.
hasn't been able to see us play yet.
You guys got a photographer, right? Because the lights are nice.
I missed a lot of messages from the band, so I think we do.
Yeah. Make sure you do.
Yeah. Okay. I know we're having Braxton video us.
Braxton.
He's the one that does Shameless, and then he did
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
he did the
Stews,
Stews at
yeah.
the in Vagabonds this weekend. So he's really talented,
I love that.
hardworking and dedicated.
Sweet. Good for him. I've
Yeah.
talked to him a bit. Nice kid. But yeah, make sure you guys at the least have a photographer because the lights in there are great is what I'm trying to say. Like better, not better than theater, but like they photograph really well is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that was kind of when we started getting gigs. One of the things was we got the nice warehouse pictures. So I was like, okay, we played to 2 people, but we got these sick pics that we can send around, you know what I mean? And make us look pro. And my advice for the warehouse would be, since Funk You will be there, they'll probably have their own sound guy, which would be nice, that you guys can use, hopefully. Another thing would be wear earplugs. Are you an earplugs gal or no?
Oh, yeah.
Nice, sweet.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
to hear that. Please wear earplugs because it's loud as fuck in there. I'm sure you've been there.
I wear them all the time.
I love to hear that. That's great to hear.
Oh, yeah. Even last night when we were doing Sound of Millage stuff, it was
really?
in.
Yeah.
Which also, gotta say, that was at the theater.
Yeah.
And so we like got in and we're walking up the stairs and I was like, I'm walking up, I'm like, hey, there's Jameson's signature and there's Red Mile Roads, and you walk up a little bit more and it's like, that's us. And then I was captaining our team and I looked at all my sisters and I'm like, I just looked at them and I'm like, hey y'all, pause. And I like slapped my hand on the wall like right in front of the signature. I'm like,
that's me. Yeah, I love that. I wish you guys looked good too. I want to go outline mine. All I had was a gold Sharpie. So I want to get the black outline on mine next minute. We should get ours together, but
I know,
we were all in different spots, different
Kyle
floors.
was like, no, we have to do it by Young the Giant. That's my favorite band. They're right there. And I was like, dude, like one of my favorite bands is down there too. Like a few of them.
Well, hey, next
and
time.
then he goes, right. And then Allie's like, oh, there's CBDB. I'm like, okay, we got like 3 against 1. Well,
you can't win. Can't win all the battles.
And it was a better spot too.
Yeah.
I mean, not better, but the rest it was just a lot of them. And this one, it's like.
I kind of wanted to be downstairs with the big dogs on the main wall, but then I was like, it's kind of almost better to be in eyesight for the kids working there, walking around, leading some new music or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right.
It's a very business approach that I'm taking there, but
there you go.
very marketing wise. I've been hanging out with you too much. I love it.
Yeah,
very
probably.
marketing savvy. I love it.
No,
But,
it was like, it was just a good feeling seeing that though, because also, well, like we were saying earlier, the warehouse thing, like Funk You posted about it on Instagram, and then just seeing people that I've like known in passing and used to work with, like before I even looked at our Florida Man group message, I was going through stories on Instagram, and then I'm like, oh, like there's one of my coworkers, and I like looked at his story, and it was like Funk You plus Florida Man. I'm like, oh shoot, whoa. And my coworker was posting it for Funk You. Like he didn't even know I was in Florida Man.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Like, yo,
they're a big band. Good for y'all. That's a good bill for y'all. That's awesome. Another thing I was thinking about was like something about playing the theater. Like, I hate to say you don't have to be good, but like it's like once you start playing the theater, like there's automatically a buzz about you. If you get what I'm saying. This is what my drummer Connor pointed out was a good point. He's like, I never listened to Hotel Fiction, never really cared, like just didn't get into it, you know. And then I heard they were playing the theater, and I automatically wanted to go see them. Like just because they crossed over, or like just because you're playing there, you know. He's like, yeah. So then I wanted to go see him, and I was like, honestly, kind of agreed. Like, you know what I mean? Like just the buzz about it. Like we probably had a lot of people come out for that, and hopefully we can keep it going. You guys use this as your bargaining chip now. Be like, when anybody asks you where you play, just say, fucking Georgia Theater downstairs.
Little hair flip.
Yeah, I'd be like,
it's automatic clout.
Yeah. And like, I mean, use it to get more gigs. I mean, take the videos and do something with it. But I think we got some good buzz about all 3 of us now, which is what I'm trying to say.
Jameson, when you about to release the picture?
The picture? Nikki hadn't seen the picture. I'm about to show Nikki the picture.
Oh, have I?
Man.
This is probably
maybe.
Yes.
I don't know.
Maybe.
You've probably seen it. The picture's hard. There's a bunch of pictures on here that are hard, bro. Let's show it. The people on the camera can't see it. I don't know which color I like best though. I feel like that one's really hard.
That. That's so good.
Bro. That's
awesome.
Can't see it. You'll see it when it drops. You see it when it drops.
Little tease.
Well, yeah, I'm psyched about it. It's funny because I only did that once. Is the thing. I remember doing it once without the guitar, so like that was the moment that he had to get right there, and he got it.
Seems like he was in the right place too. He was like center stage. Like,
yeah, I love it, dude. I got a bunch of videos coming that y'all ain't ready for. It's gonna be good.
I'm excited.
Hope y'all ready. We're gonna capitalize on this content.
Start dropping it.
What do we say we close this up? Let's get some closing notes. Theater. What a run for us. April 6th, 2022. Gonna play the rooftop. Sold that shit out. Brought it downstairs. Dream marketing team right here. What were your closing notes here?
That was an absolute dream. You know, as a manager and just, you know, trying to help Red Mile Road out, this was a goal of mine personally, and of course their goal, and you know, it just fucking worked out. And Jameson, I have to thank you for, you know, finding us somehow. I guess it was through Julian probably. Yeah. Julian, also shout out Julian. Love that guy, man. You've been a great mentor to me, so I really appreciate it too. But yeah, man, it was just
Love that.
I loved it, man.
Couldn't have gone
awesome.
better, man.
Couldn't have
Like,
gone better.
They're not all gonna go that good. Do you know what I mean? Like
So
there's
true.
just no way. But good for us.
Closing notes. I'd say if you think you can do something and you really want to do it, no matter how many times it's like, oh, that's not going to happen, and how little you think your abilities are, it's possible. Hard work and dedication's a thing. I've always said I'm doing journalism because I like talking to people, and I think like one of the main things in life is get to know people, make friends, because I mean you're only here for so many years. Why not have fun? And making those connections, it pays off. Yeah. So that with just knowing people can help you.
It's paid off tremendously
very, very
for
long
you.
way.
You know what I mean? That's the reason your band's together. That's the reason people came and saw you. Like, that's what it's, at the end of the day, that's kind of what it's all about. Like, networking is the technical term for it. But, really
but just making those connections, man.
Yeah. Just being in the position to meet people is where it's at.
Yeah, like some girl was doing, okay, this was wild. So when I was doing my intro to journalism class my sophomore year, I interviewed Charlie Haas, and I did a little profile thing on him because he just played at the theater. And I'm like, wow, that's awesome. And then
AFTM guy, right?
Yeah. And so then last week I got a text from, or a DM from this girl on Instagram. It was like, hey, I'm a journalism major. I think you are too. And she was doing the same project and asked if I could be her like subject for it. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's insane. And then she was asking,
you come
like,
full circle.
Yeah,
right?
that's a full circle ass moment. Yeah.
Just such a good feeling. And then she was asking, like, so who do you think your biggest supporter is? And I obviously parents, hands down, number one, grandma, like family, that is it. Like my mom just, I texted her this morning and I'm like, thank you so much for like just caring enough to actually like support me in everything I've done, like paying for voice lessons, dance lessons, like everything, because
it's
because it's can't even explain how grateful I am for that. But just where was I going with that?
Some people don't get that support and they give up. You know what I mean? So like that's fucking invaluable. So priceless.
Oh yeah, support. So so I was like, yeah, obviously my parents, and then I was thinking about it, and it's just the connections that we've made in Athens. Once again, like once you make them, everyone's just so supportive, and it pays off. And not even that you're like making connections for it to pay off. It's just
doing it.
Yeah.
Like all those years of you just like posting people's shows, like you know what I mean? That was you putting in the hours,
and
like,
just making friends and getting excited for other people.
That's awesome. I couldn't have said it better myself. That's good. That's good closing notes right there, man. I'm excited about that. I mean, it just doesn't happen to everybody. You know what I mean? Every band in Athens has wanted to make it to play in the theater, even if it's, you know, this tiniest slot, or like even if you don't sell any tickets, you know, and we got to play it. We got it done. We sold out the fucking roof. Like, that's perfect. You know what I mean? This has been on my to-do list for years. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm happy about it. I actually have, like, I don't know if I told you about the notes in my phone. I've got a note in my phone from, like, years ago where it's, like, play first show, play second show, sell out a show, sell out 40 Watt, play downstairs at Georgia Theater.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, actually, let me look it up. I just want to show you guys.
So you have, like, play Madison Square Garden.
It should be on there. It's next. I got to come up with a bigger one now. Weird. All right, here it is.
Gosh.
Georgia Theater headliner plan. All right, so I updated it, unfortunately, February 22nd when I headlined 40 Watt last year. I shouldn't have updated it because up there it'd say like 2019 on it probably.
Oh, my God.
Play first show, open at 40 Watt, play a ton of Athens shows, headline 40 Watt, sell out the roof, 400 at 40 Watt, open for a band, headline. Yeah.
Dang.
I love it.
I updated it with fucking names down there too that I wanted back then. I love it. That's awesome. Yeah, so made it. We did it. We got it done. Good for us. Good work. Good closing notes. Let's give him a wave for the thumbnail. Life
Thanks for
is
having
good.
us, Jameson.
Yes, dude. What a pleasure, man.
Yes.
I do a lot of episodes. We're at 100 minutes. Woo!
Thank God.
Rarely do they go 100 minutes. I'm glad we made it to 100. If we stopped at 99, that'd have been a bummer. But anyways, y'all check out Red Mile Road. Y'all check out Clear Mountain Entertainment. Check out Florida Man. Check out Jameson Tank. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. What a great day. Thank y'all for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Anytime.
Just out to me.